Good morning, guys. Hello. It is me, Cece again. I am here with just a reading to see what Spirit wants to let you know or what they want to say to you. We're gonna start out with an angel number. Hopefully, we can get one that can be like your focal point or daily guidance, hopefully, and then we'll get whatever comes out of this oracle deck to get the feel of the beginning, and then we'll obviously pull some tarot as well. How are you guys doing? I just woke up. Like, I think I've only been up for like maybe an hour and a half. Um, but I felt really drawn to come on here, even though I hadn't done my makeup or anything like that. Actually, my pot of coffee that I just made actually just got done brewing. Like, that's how much I haven't been up yet. But I was feeling really drawn to doing a reading for you guys. So I'm just gonna shuffle these. Oh God, is it just me or is anybody else really klutzy in the beginning of the day, like in the morning? Or is that just me? Let's. Oh, one flipped over. 1122. Let's see. Great shift. 1122. I've been seeing lots of ones and twos personally in my life, and I remember the last time I had a huge shift in my life was when I was seeing like 111, 222, 333, 444, 55, all the way to like 888. I was seeing all of them, all of the angel numbers, 1 to 3 times daily for like 6 months straight before I had one of the biggest shifts in my life. That truly, it wasn't necessarily a spiritual awakening for me. At that time, I had already kind of been spiritually awakened, but you can always ascend, obviously, until you get to your highest self. But at that time, it was a shift that made me realize things about myself that I had either been hiding or ignoring or wasn't aware of. It was a very important time in my life. So the fact that 1122 has come out under great shift, and actually in the last couple of months now, in this year, I've been seeing 11, 111, 22, and 222. Even when I play like my games, I play like cozy games too sometimes. And in your inventory in the bag, like your items can stack sometimes. And I've been seeing 222, 111, and 333 when my items stack, because you can stack up to 999 items of the same one in one stack. So I've been getting lots of angel numbers on that as well. So let's see here. It says personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals, oneness, connection, and completion. So I'm getting major, like the world card, the 21st card in the major arcana in tarot. The world is like completion. I'm also getting kind of like 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, like towards the end of each suit, like the completion of a cycle or the completion of everything that you've been working towards, which is really exciting. Obviously, personal growth and spiritual development. It's very Hermit card, very like the Hanged Man, kind of coming to realization that you have to make certain sacrifices and certain decisions of your own volition to grow. That's pretty exciting. So first, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. So positive changes in your life that are of your doing, that's what you need to focus on. Don't focus on maybe how somebody else has helped you, or there's nothing wrong with feeling grateful. You know what I mean? Feeling grateful that someone's probably helping you. But this is saying to focus on the positive changes occurring due to your own efforts, not somebody else's. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So I love that terminology, to permit yourself to do something new. So many of us have this feeling inside that we're like not allowed to have fun or to be happy or to have the things that we deserve. It is like this pre-programmed brainwashing from society that we're not supposed to be happy, or your happiness is going to hurt someone else's feelings, or people are going to look at you and think that you're selfish or arrogant or conceited or whatever, or aloof because you're focused on yourself and not other people. I'm sorry, we are the center of our own universe and our own world. So for us to not care about ourselves even a little bit is kind of silly. In caring about other people's world too much is like overstepping a boundary. Like, everybody has to be focused on themselves to an extent. Otherwise, it's like you're denying your own existence, which is kind of strange, honestly, if you really think about it. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. So this is another really strong reminder to always keep in mind that your thoughts and your intentions are so strong. This actually reminds me of that line from Constantine from like the DC comics, where it's like he says, your ritual lacks intention. So, I mean, a ritual is something that you do in steps for a goal, an ending goal, correct? So like even your morning ritual, when you wake up, you get up, you wash your face, you use the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, you make a pot of coffee or a matcha or something like that. You do something that's like ritualistic every day, right? So if you set no intention to have a great day or to be more mindful of yourself and the people around you, to be open to the possibility of meeting new people, of doing one good deed a day, whatever, etc. If you do that ritual with no intention in mind, it's kind of like you've done it for no reason, and it's kind of like, what's the point? So the world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. This is also a reminder to keep your thoughts positive. Just like I kind of mentioned in my other video, that even if I'm not feeling great, I try to keep my mindset as positive as I possibly can, even if I have to force myself. So don't hyper focus on the things that aren't happening for you. Always be positive and always think about like what you have and being grateful. So like, you might not have that promotion that you want at your job. Maybe you've been working there for a couple of years and you feel like you deserve it and you're kind of upset about it. Instead of constantly thinking about how upset you are that you're not getting this promotion that you think you deserve, focus on the fact that you are so grateful that you have a job in this economy where things are crazy and everything is so expensive and the cost of living is so high, but you've got this great stable job that you've had for years and you're able to still bring in money every month and pay your bills. Like, that's kind of like the world starts to shift around you the more positive and the more your intentions are positive. So that's exciting. A great shift is coming. 1122 if you are wanting to see that number again. So that is your angel number to start out. Oh my god, it is so funny. I swear, my accent is all over the place when I'm channeling. Sometimes it is just, that's just how it is. It's always been like that for me. I've always had a little bit of a weird cadence or weird accent or whatever. So, years and years of talking in different accents too as a kid, I think, has also kind of solidified that into my personality. That talking in different accents is just natural. Talking in a British accent or an Australian accent or a New Zealand accent before I was 10 years old. It's kind of coalesced into my personality. Okay, so let's see. I have the Cosmic Jenny Oracle cards here. I'm going to see if I can't get one or two of them, maybe. as extra guidance or archetypes for your tarot reading to kind of, because you know that 1122 card was like a sorry, when I shuffle sometimes I just think silently to spirit while I'm doing that. That angel card was like a little tidbit of guidance that you might need, and it kind of sets the tone for the reading, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I've also previously stated in one of my other videos and videos years ago or over a year ago that shuffling, the act of actually shuffling cards helps me channel, helps me pinpoint the collector's energy and to kind of connect with spirit as well without giving away or talking too much personally. It's like the active kinetic energy of actually shuffling helps to kind of get everything going, you know? Okay, so let's see. What do we need to tell the collective? Spirit. Oh, these cards are a bit weird to shuffle now. What do we have? Nothing's come out yet. Spirit, is this the deck that I'm supposed to be using? Usually at least one comes out by now. Do we have any cosmic journey oracle advice to give them? Or should I just be going straight to tarot? I'll give it one or two more shuffles to see if we've got anything. Oh, there we go. And of course it flew and fell on the floor. Of course it did. What is this? Ugh. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. Didn't I not just say that in this 1122 card? That your positivity and your intentions and your mindset is what creates the world around you. With this pollination, this also is going to cause other people to grow and the people around you to also want to be more positive and be more present and self-aware and want to go on this journey themselves. Like this is very telling. And this imagery is so beautiful. These cards are so beautiful. On the back they've got this like cosmic space kind of situation, nebula type stuff, and then these colors are so beautiful. I love how it looks kind of almost like a cell almost, and the flowers are like coming from the nucleus. So cool. So that's really exciting. That kind of just adds to what I was saying. So let me see. I'm wondering, I'm using my Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck because it's ooky, spooky, kooky, and crazy Halloween season. Oh my god. So I'm going to quickly shuffle these. I'm curious what was on the bottom of the deck of that Cosmic Journey Tarot. Let me just double check. Spirit is kind of nudging me to just double check. Starseed. Ooh. Spirit, is this a precursor to the tarot cards? I keep hearing, have you ever felt like you're not part of, no, I'm hearing, have you ever felt like you're not made of human stuff? I'm sorry, I always say that I can't stand being stuck in this meat suit because, you know, I know that I'm divine. I know that I'm a light being that's been trapped here. And I'm always like, God, I really don't like being stuck in this meat suit. It's so frustrating. And this Starseed card was just like calling to me. I was like, let me check the bottom of the deck. Let me just see. And that's what I thought. That's what came into my head. Spirit said, do you ever feel like you're not made of human stuff? Like you're made of stars or something. You're from somewhere else. That is so funny. I think about that all the time. That's so funny that that just came out. But do you? Leave it in the comments down below. Do you ever feel like you're not made of human stuff? You know? We're all made of matter and energy in cells and atoms, but it doesn't always have to be human, no? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be human stuff. It's cosmic stuff, universal stuff, but not always human, you know? So let's see what we've got here for the tarot. It's been a minute since I've used this deck, actually. I have a zombie deck also that I'll probably use in another video just because it's ooky spooky season. I used my Mythic Tarot deck the other day because it's got like a lot of monsters and creatures as the imagery. So I thought that might be fun for the beginning of holiday. I have an esoteric kind of... Ooh. These guys just kind of flipped out quickly all together. I wonder... We've got the Empress, which obviously the master manifester of your life. You are that girl or that boy. Obviously the Empress, the energy of the Empress has no gender. So this could be for male, female, non-binary, they, them. It doesn't matter who you are or what you identify as, your gender. Energy is energy, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So this Empress card is not only for females, it is for anybody who has a very strong divine feminine energy. So that's interesting, but it popped out with these two cards like in succession. So we've got the Empress, but we also got Temperance. That's exactly what I was saying. Oh my God. Okay, so we got Temperance. So anybody who knows anything about temperance, not only is it patience and wisdom, but this is also all of the positive traits of the Emperor and the Empress, and then put into one with wisdom and patience, and you get temperance. So as I was saying, how this is not specific to any gender, that energy is energy, temperance came out with it as just a confirmation that it doesn't matter if you're male, female, it doesn't matter because you're balanced anyway. Like you've got both masculine and feminine energy in your spirit body. You might be more heavily in your feminine energy right now, currently, but you have both. So, and that goes for, like I said, there's no gender. It goes for anyone. I have a very prominent masculine, divine masculine energy. I've always had that, and I kind of feel like that has a lot to do with, unfortunately, not great things that have happened to me in my past that have made me very independent and strong-willed and hyper-focused on trying to always be taking care of myself and not having to accept help from other people. That can be more of a borderline, not so healthy divine masculine energy. So being in your masculine energy is, yes, you got your shit done and you're on top of it, but you are not so naive and or arrogant to think that you can't accept other people's help also. So that's just kind of for me, but I feel like it also could be for somebody else, you know, especially if you feel like you're stuck in a meat suit like me. And then we also got the 11 of candles. So candles in this deck are wands in the traditional tarot. And oh my God, excuse me. So 11 of candles. This imagery with the snakes is very interesting because you would think 11 of candles. That's 11 candles. Wouldn't this be a much brighter card, you would think? But I'm understanding that the the one in the one makes 11, like the number 11 itself visually, but you would just normally expect this to be much brighter, no, with all of the candles. I find it interesting that it's only two and that you've got this like black kind of, I almost said sliver, that's not the right word. It's like a hallway or like an opening maybe, but it's very narrow. Could this be representative of hyper-focusedness, but maybe not in a good way? Maybe in my last, sorry, I'm just listening. In my last reading, we did have that hyper-focused feeling of you hyper-focusing on something that was not good for you. Can I get a little bit of confirmation on this 11 of candles, please? What is this? Okay, Spirit says that wasn't what's supposed to come out. Okay. Okay. Can I please get a little bit more visual confirmation on this 11 of candles? The cards just keep falling out. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a lot, Spirit. Am I supposed to read all of these? Let me put these aside and I will see if they're actually supposed to be 4 of candles. Why are all these candles coming out? 4 of candles, 9 of candles. Yeah, see, like this 9 of candles, it's got all the candles on there too. So that's why oh my god, I'm such a dingus. That's 2 of candles. That makes so much more sense now. 2 of candles. I had a moment. That's why I was like, why does this doesn't make sense to me. 2 of candles makes so much more sense now. 2 of candles, 2 of wands is like a decision, or like traveling, or like, you're in a partnership. So it doesn't always have to be romantic. This could be like, somebody at your job. Like, remember we were talking about earlier how maybe you're focused on your promotion you're not getting or something. This could be like representing a partnership at your work, or even, something, because it's not cups. 2 of cups would be more of like a romantic situation happening. 2 of wands is more like business related, or I guess it doesn't have to be business related specifically, because that's generally pentacles, but you know what I mean. It's not necessarily a couple, like a romantic thing. It could be a best friend, it could be a sibling, it can be just a work friend, but this is some type of balance. Like even with the 2 snakes here being together is like kind of like a couple of some sort. Knight of Needles, that's Knight of Swords. This is like traditionally like the Playboy energy of the tarot. The Knight of Swords. 4 of Candles. 9 of Candles. 4 of Potions. Oh my god, okay. Yes, I just realized the 4 of Potions, which is the same as the cups in traditional tarot. 4 of Cups, that was that same card that was making you feel ignored, or you're hyper-focused on someone or something that's to your own detriment. It's not doing something good for you, it's doing something bad for you, because you're so focused on one thing so much that you're actually not even seeing the rest. Or someone or something is so focused on one thing or one person or one situation, and they're not even seeing you and your issue or your situation or your opinions or anything. That's crazy that it's been days now. And when I asked for confirmation about this, because I was so confused as to why I was so confused about that card, that the 4 of Cups came out again, like even after And then this, with this being the Knight of Needles, I was just saying how this can be kind of like someone who's maybe non-committal, maybe they're not ready or something. This can go hand in hand with the Four of Cups, with this feeling of being ignored or not, things aren't going the way you want them to. I find that so interesting. What were these other ones that came out randomly? Eight of Potions. Oh, okay. And more eights. Eight of Presents, which I believe is Pentacles in this one. Page of Needles. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so that even further. This person might be almost like a little bit like childish, kind of, but like in a way that, like, you remember the Lock, Shock, and Barrel here, how they were always playing pranks and doing things, and they captured Santa Claus and they worked for Oogie Boogie, and they might be, they're doing things because someone else told them to, but they're being childish about it, and they're almost kind of making things more difficult, honestly. So this Knight of Needles, who's already a bit immature anyway, because they're not a king of needles, they're not a queen of needles, they're a knight of needles. So this is like a shift manager or an assistant or a key holder or something at your job, or at someone's job, whatever, who has kind of like a superiority complex, like they feel like they should be in charge, but they're not, because they've got two other people that are above them. And then these Page of Needles, they're like the little henchmen who make your life or the people around you's life harder for no reason, and they think it's funny. Like, look at this big old grin on all their faces. They think it's so funny. It's actually quite annoying, actually. The more that I'm like sitting in this energy, it's so annoying. Like, truly. And then the Eight of Potions, which is like the Eight of Cups, is kind of like the choice you might make after this card comes up. So when the Four of Cups comes up, with that isolation and that feeling ignored and that feeling like you're not important or whatever that might be, the Eight of Cups is the decision you make to walk away and leave it all behind you. So that's exciting. Now, because we have these two cards coming out really like manipulative for whatever reason, or like really like trying to make you do things that they want you to do or whatever, but they're like making fun of you or poking fun at you or something, I don't know. This traditionally, the Eight of Cups, is like leaving something behind that is actually good for you, but you have decided to walk away from it. But in this instance, because I'm an intuitive reader, I don't read the cards exactly the way they're read traditionally only. I also take in the rest of the message, what I'm getting from spirit, my intuition, and then the imagery. And with these two cards coming out, I feel like in this instance, this Eight of Cups is you walking away from things or processes or whatever that these people in your job or your life, whatever, are trying to manipulate you into thinking that they're good for you, but you've kind of have this feeling that it's not, so you're walking away. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. They're lying to you is what I'm trying to say. That's so funny. Okay, so let's see if there's any more tarot. Can we spirit, can we have a little bit more? Is it only going to be about their job? Okay. Six of Needles and the Magician. Ooh. Six of Needles and the Magician. Okay. Six of Needles is Six of Swords in traditional. It's Sally. She's gone ahead and fixed one of her limbs again. Generally, this is when she's used her limbs for some reason to do something for her or to help her reach something she can't reach normally, or maybe she's jumped out of another high window And in doing so, her stitches have popped out and her like leg has fallen off, and she's just sewing herself back up real fast before she runs away, which is you walking away. You've jumped out of some high tower that they've tried to keep you in, and your legs popped off, and now you're putting it back on so you can run away. Oh my god, that's so funny. But yeah, she's straight up stitching herself back up. That's so cute. And the magician, I love this imagery with the witches. It's so cute. But the magician, you know, you are the ultimate master manifester of your life. That sounded like I said that wrong for some reason. But you are the creator of your own world. This goes back to what I was saying about how your words have power, have meaning, they have you have intention. The things you think about yourself and the world around you, and the things you say create the world around you, and that affects you and everyone else in your circle. Like, if you're constantly putting yourself down, then you're only going to draw people into your life that put you down and don't support you and don't care about you. You've got to remember that your words are powerful. You are the master, you're the magician, you're the master manifester. You are so strong. You're so much stronger than you realize, is what I keep hearing. You're so much stronger than you realize. You're stronger than when you fall out of a window and your limbs pop off. You just sew them back up and you keep going. You're stronger than these little henchmen people who are trying to ruin your life for what? To make themselves feel better. For why? They're like so ridiculous. I can't. You were not made of human stuff. Like, that just keeps popping back into my head through this reading. You are not made of human stuff, and that's okay. Honestly, you're like this beautiful divine being, and you need to kind of step into yourself and start to realize that, to an extent, you know, this world doesn't matter to an extent, honestly, because you are creating your own world. You are able to, like, where is that magician card? You are able to create your own reality, and you're able to make these shifts, this great shift. You're able to do that for yourself whenever it's needed, so you can continue to grow and to ascend. What just popped out of here? Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. So maybe some of you are already thinking about, maybe you've already left this job. Maybe this is what this is. Maybe you've already left this job, or you're about to, and a new opportunity has come in, or you already have a new job set up, or a new opportunity. Maybe you're starting your own business. Maybe you're doing doing an entrepreneurship or something. Maybe you got like a certification or something, so you can be your own boss or something. That's kind of exciting, right? Also, I love the vampire teddy bear from Nightmare Before Christmas. It is one of my favorite toys. I want one so bad. If someone can help me to commission to get a real version of this made, I want it to be like 2 or 3 feet tall. Like, I want it to be able to like hug it and sleep with it. And I actually have him tattooed on me. Surprisingly, I've got him tattooed right there. I love it. I actually have a whole nightmare little Halloween Christmas situation going on my arm. But this just confirms that whatever situation you were in is about to end or has ended, and you've run away to a new situation, or like a new job opportunity, or a new living situation, a new relationship. I don't know. It could be different for everyone, but this is definitely confirmation with this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Presents. That is awesome. So let me just double check if there's anything else that Spirit wants to pop out. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't fly onto the floor like before, though. So this this card kind of like reluctantly, oh my god, I can't speak. Very hesitantly, it was like, So I'm wondering if the energy was like that for a reason, or what. 10 of Presents. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. That's so funny. Oh my god, look at this imagery. I love it. I love all the orange and the red and the blue. I'm not the blue. Um, I meant to say the black, like, sorry. But wasn't I saying earlier that a card gave me, yes, it was this one. It was this with the completion. The very first card we pulled with very like 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups energy. 10 of Cups, it just popped out. Ultimate happiness, ultimate everything is the way it's supposed to be. Your emotions are balanced. You are feeling more abundant and more secure and supported than ever. Like this is so, this happens to me all the time when I'm reading. This is how I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because I will say something like, oh, this is giving me really like insert tarot card feeling now or whatever, or really this, and it will pop out as a confirmation that that is exactly what I was feeling and that's exactly what you needed to hear. So I'm glad that did. I'm so excited. This is so awesome. I love it. Now these guys all popped out. Now when this pops out like this, like in a stack all at once, I don't usually think that that is what needs to be said or touched on. Ace of Needles on the bottom of the deck energy. That's interesting. As we were talking about you, this is like traditionally the Ace of Swords is like doing something in a very innovative new way that's not normally done before. So the result is the same, but the process that which you take in your line of thinking is unique and different than anybody else. So like it's kind of like I'm getting very like if it's not fixed, if it's not broken, why fix it? Or like what was the other saying, Spirit, that with this card with the Ace of Swords, what does it matter the road you take if the destination's the same? All roads lead here is what I'm hearing. So yeah, so it's like it doesn't matter what the way you're achieving things right now might be looking really different than other people's that are around you. So maybe you're more unconventional, maybe you don't do things in a traditional way, but the result is the same. So you're saying, why do I need to change myself and do things the way you want me to do them when the results are the same? Let me do what feels right for me. Okay, maybe that's why you were clashing with these people at your job, because you're like, why am I, that's stupid, why might I do it like that when all my results are just the same or better? I know that feeling. I'm just double checking this stack here is not anything you need. We got the Emperor, we got the Empress and Emperor, so that's double confirmation again that this is your reading, because I mentioned that earlier as well. Let's see. Strength. So traditionally strength is depicted with a very beautiful, feminine, domesticated looking woman who's got a lion by the mouth basically, and the lion is submitted to her. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're petite and short and cute. It doesn't matter if you're tall and muscular and intimidating looking. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or if you're 35. It doesn't matter if you're in your 50s or if you're in your early 20s. It doesn't matter. You have this strength that is like, it kind of doesn't match what you look like on the outside, but it is perfect for you. So like in an instance where it's like a big strong person who's maybe tall with lots of muscles, maybe they have this quiet, gentle giant kind of strength where they're not being all physical and beating people up or whatever, but the way they talk, the tone, the way they carry themselves is enough to make people stop in their tracks immediately without having to lift a finger, because it's this mature softness, kind of like I was saying, how we all have feminine and masculine traits inside of us. It's kind of like what I'm getting. And then obviously for someone who doesn't traditionally look very strong on the outside, maybe they're strong as an ox. Maybe they've got amazing core strength from their job, or like maybe they do yoga, or maybe they do martial arts or something, and they don't look like how strong they are. And this can also just be your mental strength as well. Maybe you don't look anything like you've been through, is what I'm hearing also. So that is your reading, guys. I really hope that you like this, and that someone who needed to hear this hears this. Just another reminder that you are not made of human stuff, and that is okay. And your greatest joy pollinates the world. So always remember to keep your thoughts positive, because your thoughts create your universe. So that is what I have for you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you've made it this far, comment down below. I'm not made of human stuff, and that's okay. And like, subscribe if you haven't already. Please tell your friends about this. As I always say, this is a collective reading, so even if it's not for you specifically, but maybe you know a friend or family member or something who needs to hear it because you know it's for them, please share it, link it to them, let them hear it. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I will see you guys later. Bye.